Alright, so bring you some Overwatch gameplay again? Yeah, pretty sure. I've definitely done Overwatch videos before. What the fuck am I saying? So here's some Overwatch. This is from a day where I lost a lot. I was playing support. I don't know why I was just playing it. It felt like it, I guess. There's no real reason other than I wanted to. But that was not working out. I lost quite a lot that day. So I got frustrated and said, fuck it. Why don't I just fucking play with my main role and my main hero and win? So the game before this one, I switched to DPS, played Tracer. It was the warm-up game, so I lost, but still, I was warming up. I was getting my fingers all ready. I don't know. I lost. What the joke I was gonna make was that one, but you know, whatever. I got warmed up. This is this game. We good. Well, yeah. In Overwatch, I am pretty decently ranked. I'm platinum. That's pretty good. Higher than I am in most other games. Sadly. I don't know why. I just fucking am higher ranked in this one than I am in other games. I don't like that. But it is what it is. I also don't play by myself ever in this game. I always have at least one friend playing with me. So that kind of cheats it a little bit, but you know, I'm higher ranked than all of them. So is it really cheating? I'm actually carrying those guys and giving them a higher rank. So like come on, man. But yeah, other than that, fuck Overwatch. I'm just gonna ignore what's happening. Talk about other stuff. There's three games I want to talk about. One being Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, the other one being Devil May Cry 5, and last is Doom Eternal. So I think we're gonna start with Sekiro. Oh, Sekiro and DMC are it's Gamescom this week, and they have some new gameplay and shit shown. And for Doom, QuakeCon happened a week and a half ago, 2 weeks maybe. I forget. But yeah, but for Sekiro, that game looks pretty goddamn good. Like I wasn't, we weren't all sure what to expect. Like it's from Soft, but it's not Dark Souls and it's not Bloodborne. It's something new. So we're like, what's it gonna be about? It seems like you're a ninja who is in search for his kidnapped master, little kid dude. But yeah, so you're just fighting your way through that, and so you being a ninja, you know, there's gonna be some stealth mechanics. You hide in bushes. You assassinate people with one-hit kills sometimes, depending on the enemy, of course. What? Your dude also has a grappling hook. You can grapple to roofs, trees, other shit, enemies at times, and do like some sick ass assassinations with that, some sick ass moves as well. But from the gameplay I've seen, it looks really good. It also looks faster than Bloodborne. That one's a little like uh I have to play it really. You know, you have to play this one to figure out is it faster or does it just look faster? Because in Bloodborne, you know, the combat was pretty fast. But there's something about just watching the Sekiro gameplay and the combat in that one that just makes it seem like it's either just as fast or maybe faster. Because in Sekiro, there's no stamina gauge, you have infinite stamina. But the thing is that you and your enemy both have a posture meter. It's like pretty much the main combat style is that you go in, you attack the enemy, and if he blocks or if he gets hit, either way, it doesn't matter. He takes posture damage, and at some point, his posture meter will, you know, fill up, and you can do like a break attack and do insane, not insane, but you know, it's a more damaging attack than usual. Like a little assassination kill, maybe if they're a weak character, or just like half a health bar if they're like a mini boss character. You know, that type of damaging move. But at the same time, you also have one, and there is blocking, but you have no shield, so you can't do Dark Souls it up. You just can't be behind your turtle behind the shield all the time. But the thing is, with when you're, trying to defend yourself, it's pretty much like there is a block button you can hold it down, but it is unadvised to do it because if the thing is, the better your timing, pretty much you try to parry the fucking enemies. Because if you parry them or block at a reasonably good timing, that your posture meter barely gets moves, while theirs actually increases by a good amount. So the better your blocking is, the more you're actually doing in trying to break the enemy posture while keeping yours at a pretty good level. There's also dodging in it. You go dodge. Looks pretty much like a Bloodborne dodge at times, and at times it looks like there's a roll. And you can also jump. There's a jump button. You could jump in Dark Souls, yes, but that was always just to go through terrain at times. You really never used the jump or anything really in Dark Souls. Just think about it. You never use it other than traverse terrain. And most of the times when you're in combat and you jump, you did it by fucking accident because you're holding the run button, then you press the same button to fucking dodge, to roll. But since it's the same button and you run and press it, you jump. Mistakes happen, so that got annoying. So for most people, not me, because I switched the fucking button layout. Wasn't that? There's a lot of stuff in Sekiro. It looks really good. I forget what they're called. I'm gonna call them ninja arts, even though they're not called that. Well, just gonna call them that. I guess ninja tools will make more sense actually, now that I think about it. In the gameplay you showed, I only saw you had three. You had an axe, you had a little flame thrower thing, not sure what that was, and you have your kunai, your ninja stars. And they all do different things, and they all could be followed up with the regular attack to empower it. Like if you use the flamethrower tool and you press the attack button with it, or a normal sword slash, you actually buff up your sword with flame, so have a little fire buff on your sword. Your sword will be on fire. Looks cool. And the fire will also destroy tall grass if you're near it. Because why wouldn't it burn the grass when your sword's on fire? Grass burns. That stuff. So if you were trying to do stealth, but you light your sword on fire, you're gonna burn your surrounding cover, and things will go bad. So don't do that. Don't use the fire tool if you're in the grass and want to use some stealth. And that one has that's the most unique thing I've seen. The ninja star. You throw your ninja stars. It's cool. It hits the enemy. They can block it. But you can also do a follow-up attack that you pretty much lunge to your opponent. I'm not sure how far it reaches, but it looked like it reached pretty good distance. So other than that, that's pretty much all I saw for the ninja stars. And for the axe, you just see that it breaks. It does a good amount of posture damage. For any regular bitch-ass enemy, it pretty much destroys it, and you can do an insta-kill move on them. And I'm not sure they said how many tools there are, but there's gonna be a good amount. And one of the traders, we see this like umbrella shield thing. I don't know what it's called, but it looks cool. I'm not sure what you could do with it other than block stuff, but we'll see in the future. And other than that, Sekiro, it comes out March or May. It starts. I know it definitely starts in M. The month it comes out in. Just forget which one right now. Well, other than that, Sekiro looks cool. So I'm just gonna go on to Devil May Cry. So I recently just watched the gameplay trailer for Devil May Cry. Well, not the gameplay trailer, but just a video that has gameplay in it. It's IGN has a 15-minute gameplay video. I just watched that before I started recording this, while I was waiting for the video to download onto the flash drive from the PS4. I watched that, and it looks really goddamn good. Like, the main thing I was wondering throughout all of the previous trailers we've had was, since they were mainly showing Nero, and I really like Nero's sword, the Red Queen, but in DMC4 it has a mechanic that has a revving mechanic. So you just go around, I think the button was R2 if I remember correctly. You just hold it down, Nero will rev the sword up, and it will empower his attacks and make them look cooler with flames. Not just with flames, he'll do like if he does a spinning attack, he'll add more spins to it, and there will also be flames. So there's that. But the main thing was, I was wondering throughout the whole time, can you still max act the Red Queen in DMC5? And none of the other traders if really show that. Like, there was times where, like, did he max act that? It's hard to tell if that was just one of his regular moves now, or was max acted. But with that gameplay that I saw, it is confirmed you can max act the Red Queen. Thank God, because that's one of the coolest things in the game and one of the most fun, in my opinion. Well, sadly, the meter isn't as... You can't really tell you're supposed to... It's a revving mechanic. Actually, the revving mechanic itself might not be there, because in actuality, what you really want to do with when you're playing DMC 4, when you're in combat, you usually just rev the sword out when you're out of combat. You just rev it regularly. But when you're in combat and after you do your first attack that wastes the rev, like, if you time it button press perfectly, and I think it's the end of the attacks, you could instant rev it. So that's what you really want to do. Every single attack, just press R2, try and get the instant rev, try and max act it every single time for all your fucking attacks to be godlike. So, and then, because the meter in DMC4 looked like a little, like gears, you could easily tell you're revving something, spinning, that type of stuff. But in the trailer for DMC5, it's not that same meter, it's something else. I can't really tell what the fuck it is. But you could tell when you have the sword revved, because the sword glows red. But in the meter, can't, like, it gets like a fire thing. I don't know how to really explain it. But it doesn't look like there's a regular revving mechanic. Like, you just don't hold the button down and he'll do it. It doesn't look like that's there, but I have to see a little bit more gameplay. I only watched the video once, so I haven't fully went in depth, but it might not be there anymore, that part of the mechanic. So that's interesting. But another thing is that, with Nero in DMC4, he has his demon arm. Yeah, demon arm. I was wondering, the fuck? Is it called devil arm or demon arm? But no, it's demon arm because the devil arms are what they call their weapons. It gets a little confusing, but whatever. But in the first trailer for DMC5, we see that Nero loses his arm, and he gets it replaced with prosthetic arm. And it seems like there's 8 types of arms he could get. They all do stupid stuff. One time stops, one does electricity, one increases his aerial ability somehow. And that's all I know of. There's some they haven't shown, or I haven't noticed myself. But the main thing is, because for Nero, it was always about his demon arm and his gun, pretty much, and max acting the Red Queen. That was his play style. It's not like Dante, where for Dante it's all about switching his styles and switching his weapons instantly. That was his style, not Nero's. I'm, I'm mentioning that part because I also watched the videos on IGN as well. That just played after the gameplay trailer. That they wanted 10, what 10 things we wanted to see on in Devil May Cry 5. I was like, whatever. And one of them was they wanted to see a type of switching weapons a lot, like for Nero, that just like Dante. But I'm like, that is not Nero's playstyle. That's why they made Nero, because they wanted a different playstyle, not just like Dante. They wanted to focus more on the demon arm and his Red Queen max axe. It's like, are you fucking retarded? Like, come on. But I guess they also want to just have a little bit more weapons. But I don't know. I just got mad. I might have to listen to that part again just to see if I misheard. But I'm gonna go with they're retarded. Other than that, DMC looks fucking amazing. So I don't think there's more to add. Oh yeah, actually yes there is. And they also said that it's gonna have a, I don't know the term for it. I'm just gonna say that the higher fucking combo is, the better the music is. Like if you have a shit combo at C rank, you could barely hear anything. Like, is there any music playing right now? Am I deaf? But if you get to triple S rank, you will hear everything. Lyrics come in loud as fuck. Probably. I say probably because in the gameplay demo that I watched, the highest rank the guy got to was S rank. That's pretty good. It's decent. It's S. But it wasn't triple S rank. For a split second while I was watching that thing, I was like, he's not getting past S. Did they take it out? Is there no double S, no triple S? I'm like, nah, that's impossible. This guy just sucks. They still have double S and triple S ranks. I'm 100% certain this guy just sucks. So, but watching you do hear it. You do hear the difference in the sound each time he ranks up. You hear lyrics come in, you hear it get louder. It's fucking cool. So, when you're playing, always try and get that triple S rating for you. Hear the music at its best. And I don't know when it comes out. I want to say it's March, but I think I may just be stupid and just thinking of Sekiro's fucking release date as well. If they do both come out in March, that's gonna be an interesting month. But let's finally go over to Doom Eternal. Doom looks fucking amazing. The first thing they showed off when they were showing off Doom Eternal at QuakeCon was the Doom Slayer's new look. He looks relatively the same, but he's got some differences. Those differences look like they took it from the Predator. Because Doom guy gets a new wrist-mounted blade, dagger shit, I don't know what the fuck to call it. And he also gets a shoulder cannon. It's not a plasma cannon like the Predator, but it's a flamethrower. But still shoulder mounted, looks pretty much the exact same. So we're gonna go with it. But the main thing that would have caught most people by surprise would be that there are invasions now in Doom Eternal. Other people could come into your single player game, like the campaign mode, and fuck with you, just like in Dark Souls. That was a surprise. Like, the fuck? Like, other people come in as I don't know if they get to choose what demon they play as. What, they come into your game and hunt you down and try and kill you. Which is a surprise. But they did say you could turn that option off. So, if you want to have it on, or if you don't, you're good either way. It's not gonna fuck with you. Like, if people complain why this shit in there, just tell them you can fucking turn it off, and boom, they're retarded. You win that argument. That shouldn't have existed in the first place. And the like the gameplay itself also looks a lot faster because your weapons have new attachments on them. Like the super shotgun has this like grappling hook type shit where you can grapple to enemies, grapple them towards you, fucking slaughter them. It's amazing. You have as I said, you have the new flamethrower, shoulder cannon thing. Do you still have the chainsaw? Fuck, I don't remember if they showed the chainsaw or not. I want to say yes. I'm gonna go with you still have the chainsaw. And you still have all your fucking weapons and you got new weapons too. And Doom Guy also has some dashes, which it wasn't in the previous game, but you get some new dashes. You can use it in the air or in the ground. It's cool. In the gameplay, he had 2 of them, so, but I'm assuming you start off with 1, or no, I'm assuming you start off with 0 actually, and then you just get upgrades that lets you dash and shit. So yeah, the gameplay looks a lot faster and a lot more badass. So I can't wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. So that's all. That's all I'm gonna say about Doom. There wasn't a whole shit ton other than that surprise of the invasion mechanic. So now it's time to go to whatever anime that's airing currently. And most of the anime this season they're just decent, honestly. I mentioned Attack on Titan in the last video. I didn't talk about it because spoilers, of course. But there's one thing I do want to mention, and that's the OP for the new season sucks so much. I fucking hate it. If it was on almost any other show, it'd probably be a decent one. Well, since it's on Attack on Titan, it fucking sucks ass for me. It's not what you expect from this show. If you watch any of the other 2 seasons, like this OP is a lot different. It's not bombastic. It's not hype. It just I don't know how to say it. Like I want to go with more down to earth, but I don't think that's not the right term. I just can't think of it. I'm just gonna go with it's too soft for Attack on Titan. That's what I'm gonna say. It's too soft. The visuals and the music are too soft. I'm just gonna go with I don't like it. Switch it back, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Other than that, I'm gonna recommend a few to watch. I'm gonna say there's 3 comedies I want to mention. One being Asobase. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not 100% confident in my Japanese. So if I mispronounced it probably, but whatever. That show is pretty hilarious. It's also pretty deceitful in the first episode. Because you see the first episode, you get the OP in the beginning. It's 3 girls. They all look cute. They're all singing. They're all in white dresses. They all look pure. All nice. All soft. That crap. But then you get to the actual show, and you see that they're a little crazy. Not in their right mind. And the shit they do and the shit they think doesn't match with that OP. It's a little, it tricks you. It's one of those OPs that likes to trick you. But it's pretty funny. I really like the main girl, Olivia. She's 100% my style. The only fault is that she doesn't wear glasses, but it's 100% fine. I love her personality and her look. It's mainly her personality. It's like she fucks with people the way I'd fuck with people, or I want to. That type of messing with someone. I'm just looking at the timeline. There's actually not that much time left, so I'm just gonna skip ahead to the other 2. But Sobi Asobase, fucking awesome. Watch it. There's also Goku Dolls or Backstreet Girls. It's about idols and the Yakuza. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all you need to know, because everything else I say will spoil the actual shit that happens in that one. And the 3rd one is Jachin-chan Dropkick. Probably mispronouncing that first word, but whatever. That one's about a demon who gets summoned by a little like gothic Lolita girl that likes. But the main thing is Jachin-chan herself wants to kill her to go back to hell. It's the only way. And her main move of attack is a drop kick, but she's half snake, so she has no feet. So just think about that. And the video seems like it's about to be over. I fucking carried super hard. Just remember, if you're losing, go TBS and go kill the enemy team and you win no matter what.